Hi there, good morning. It's Wednesday, good afternoon if it is the afternoon, and good evening if it is the evening. Do you have your drink with me? I have my black coffee. It's Valentine's month. Will you be my Valentine? Is it too early to ask? Goes my nose again. Well, good morning, good afternoon. It's morning for me right now. It is like 5:32 and I have everything on except for eyeshadow. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Rose Gold and I'm going to put this under the brow. So I wanted to let you guys know that if you watched yesterday's video and I was apprehensive about being with a particular driver. Wow, that looks so white. I'll tone it down a little. Because he wasn't very friendly. But he was friendly. He was much more friendly this time. So I think the first time, maybe I'm not his usual aide. So maybe he was just taken back, or maybe something was happening in his, personal life that he just wasn't all that friendly. He's still hard to hear, but it's actually hard to hear everybody on the bus because whoever's driving, because, all the noise and everything. So I just want to let you know it turned out really well. So I'm really thankful, very thankful for that. And so I feel much more comfortable with him. So I think I'm going to go over my whole lid with this color right here. Right there. This is a really pretty palette, I think. So how are you guys today? Did you sleep okay? Have you had a good day? My day is just beginning. So no comment on that. No, I'm planning on having a good day. There's people out sick, which they talk about how, you're with kids all day and getting sick is a common thing. But what I was going to tell you is there is not enough people to cover. So I'm going to be on 6 different runs today, which is a lot. Usually I'm on 5, and that I always felt like that's a lot. But I'm still having a break in the middle, so that's good. So now I'm going to, I think, use this color right here. Actually, maybe I should use that color everywhere. I don't know. Let's see. I never know what I'm going to do until I sit down here. It was kind of funny yesterday, if you want to call it funny. Truthful and funny, I should say. I don't know if this is real or not. If I look, must just be the lighting. I don't know. I'm seeing like shininess or something there. Anyway, there was this, it was the first run with the guy who ends up being fine, thankfully. And I did go outside myself, and I, like I had said to you guys that I was going to try to, restart, like be friendly and stuff, instead of, because I was saying that I'm either going to just for 2 hours be quiet, except for talk to the children, help the children, or I'm going to, he'll open up a little bit if I, just be friendly from the start. And that's basically what happened. I asked him, questions about his life and stuff. So that was good. Anyhow, this sweet little boy who's 6 years old, he says, well, first of all, he is a little troublemaker because, not all foster children are going to be troublemakers. I'm going to put this underneath, but him and his sister, well, he is a troublemaker. He is the troublemaker on the bus in the morning, in that particular bus. And he kind of gets the other kids going. Oh, shoot, look what I did. Dang it. I didn't wipe this brush off good, and it had dark on it. Oh, no. I don't know what's dark, and now I'm putting it under this eye. Maybe it'll be all right. because they look the same. I'll fix it. So anyway, so I ended up having to sit next to him because I'm going to try and keep my eyes closed so I don't roll my eyes everywhere. I'm just kind of buffing it. And so I go and I sit next to him. And as soon as I sat next to him, the whole bus was calmer. So he was definitely like the one getting things going. And I'm going to use a little warmth, a little bit of warmth right here at the top. I'm going to use my Let It Go brush for that. Anyway, and so it was good that I was sitting next to him, and he's literally, I think he's 6 years old. No, yeah, 6 or 7. And of course, it's really sad that he isn't with his parents. And anyway, so I feel for him and his sister. But he is just a little... Anyway, so I'm sitting next to him, and he was great when I was sitting next to him, like I was saying. And everyone in the bus level went down. And we're, like, looking out the window, and we stop at the stoplight, and there's this car dealership there, right? And he's looking at the cars and the trucks and stuff, and he's making comments and stuff. And there was this little... like a little smart car, but it wasn't actually a smart car. It was a little bigger than a smart car, but it was small like that. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild now, which is this right here, the color icon, Wet n Wild. I'm going to get a little bit of Actually, I'm not going to use that yet. Sorry. So, anyway, and I'm like, look at that little car. I go, I wouldn't want to take that car on the freeway. We're looking. And he's like, I don't think you'd fit in that car. It was so funny, you guys. It was so funny. No, it was fine. And I'm like, oh, I think I could. Anyway, children, they're so honest. But I'm working on that, right? Because that's my heart's desire, is to not be too big that I couldn't fit into a smart car or a little car. Let's see. What was I doing here? Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I thought it was funny. So I really do like this palette, but I'm going to use some of this pink right here and go on the lid with my finger. So, and you know, at first I was sitting by his sister, using a little bit more, and she was like all cuddled up to me. And so I put my arm around her. And she's, I don't know, it's just touching to me. And there was probably 8 kids on the bus. It was a little bus. One of the little buses. So what the little buses, they carry kids who are disabled or kids who are troubled or they're doing poorly, whether it's elementary, middle school, or high school. So I do all those kids. But I do them separate, of course. They're not all on the same bus at the same time. But I do it with different drivers. So I want a little brown, so I'm going to use that nude for mood. Or nude, you know, mad for matte, nude mood, elf. I'm just going to take a little bit of that brown and kind of do a crease deal here. A little bit. It's a little too purple for me, which I really do. I just like to use a little bit of everything. And I never know what I'm going to do until I get started. And you know, I'm using some of that peachy color now that I really use often. I really should look at this through natural light because I don't really look at myself through natural light very often. Do you guys? I need to look at my hair too, natural light. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it. holding up this mirror. I guess it's okay. All right, so now I'm going to use the Back to the Wet n Wild color icon, which is a really great palette. I'm gonna use the what did I do with my, for eyeliner, I'm gonna use eyeshadow for eyeliner. I'm going to use, I think I'm gonna use this, instead of the black, I'm gonna use this dark, pretty, like a gray. So today, like I said, people are out sick. So hopefully everything will go smoothly, I hope. And as far as home life, I don't really have anything going on. I made some food for myself. My husband's making himself some ribs today. I think he's smoking them. I don't really like ribs very much. And so I have food already ready for myself, really for probably the rest of the week. So I'm glad about that. Because, man, I'm pooped when I get home. And then, I guess that's all I have to tell you, because it's boring. We're not doing anything. I'm just kind of, not buffing, but just kind of going over a little bit to see how that's going to look. And this kind of is overextended. Can you tell? Like it comes way out here like this. So I'm going to get that. I don't want it to do that. And I still didn't get wipes in here. Well. Let's see what's happening over here. On this side, doesn't look as bad for some reason. All right. Now, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm hoping I'm not getting sick. People are getting respiratory stuff, which stinks. All colds stink. I'm going to use a little bit of the Sky High. Oh, and you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to put a little bit more really quick because I don't feel like there's enough of the, maybe I'll use, I'm going to use a brush instead of my finger. I'm going to use some more of that pink right there in the Rose Gold palette from e.l.f. Let me see if there's some other funny things kids do. I mean, most of the time they're just, and a lot of them fall asleep. I don't know why I find that to be sad, but I do. Like, why are they so tired? Did I tell you about the one little boy that we pick up in the morning? And he is so tired, and his hair is so long and unkept, unbrushed. And he gets in, and I might have told you guys already. I'm sorry if I did. He gets in, and nice little boy. And he's always tired, and he lays down on the seat, and he gets buckled, and then he lays down and goes to sleep on the way to school and the way home. And I said, did you get sleep last night? And he's like, no. And he says that he stays up all night playing video games. And this kid is literally 6 or 7 years old. I think he's in the 1st grade. And he sleeps in a chair. So I'm trying to find my mascara. Oh, here it is. Guess where it was, you guys? Just guess where it was. It was right in front of my face. Anyway, so let's see. Enough bus talk. So I can feel that I am losing inflammation, which is amazing. I'm super thankful for that. My clothes fit better. My jacket that I keep on the whole entire time I'm at work fits better. My legs can bend now. I can, when I'm laying in bed, I can, like, on my side, I can reach back and grab my foot and pull so that I can stretch my knee and my thigh. And that I wasn't able to do that at all before. You guys, it was like I had 2 tree limbs that didn't want to move. It was awful. And so I'm very thankful. It's taken, I mean, it's about 2 weeks now of being careful of not eating sugar, and also, oh, my husband's up. Also, massaging, using that massager thing that I had, which was really painful. It was like a good hurt kind of thing. Sometimes it was a bad hurt, but I kept going. I was like, anyway, I would do my thigh and like down by my knee, and I would go down my thigh to my knee, and all around, and just do that a few times a day. And then on top of eating less carbs and trying to be really careful not to injure myself, because it was not easy to walk. It was terrible. It was not easy to walk, and it certainly was not easy to go upstairs on the bus, which are kind of, back to the bus again. All right, we're not talking about the bus. Anyway, so, you know, whenever I was starting to, when I was starting to change my life to live out my heart's desires, so that I don't live a life where I've never like, when my life is over, I don't want to know that I didn't do everything I could to take good care of myself, for goodness sake. So, and that's been, I'm feeling so good, and really going to work is really helping, because when I get up in the morning, I want to, since I'm going to work, I want to have, I already did my bangs, but and then I put them to the side, so we'll see. Since I'm going to work, excuse me, what am I trying to say? So, for example, I woke up at about 2:30 this morning and didn't go back to sleep, but I had to get up at 4. And then I actually set my clock for 4:30, even though I need to leave soon. And so then I'm like, well, what could I not do? You know, am I not going to read my Bible? Am I not going to, you know, I have to feed the animals. I do want to have some black coffee. That's like do and a don't all at the same time. I wish I could put that oat milk in it, but I'll have that on the weekends or something. Anyway, but what I'm realizing is every day so far that I've been going to work, I've been very steady doing the things that I, you know, and it's really paying off. It's not just paying off physically, it's paying off emotionally. You know what I mean? Emotions. Oh, and I bought some different coffee, which this is, so we have a store here called Winco. Have you ever heard of Winco? Anyway, it's a pretty good store. And they have, you know, all the coffee there. And where you can get your beans and you can grind it yourself there and everything, which a lot of grocery stores do. Anyway, so at Winco, they have a Peruvian organic coffee bean. And so that's what I did. And I ground it. And it's pretty good. Anyway, alrighty, well, this is how I'm going. And I hope I have a good day. I hope you have a good day. I hope that you stay focused and, you know, not let another moment go by. And we will at some point, you and I, we will be going, okay, all right, we are now instead of like, well, when it comes, let's see, what am I trying to say? We will be living our heart's desires. And we can say, instead of saying, I want to live my heart's desire, I need to do this and that and the other thing to make that happen, we will actually have made it happen, and then we'll be living it. But to be very honest, just having that change now, even though I'm not there what I was just saying, it feels like I'm living my heart's desires, because really I am. So that's why you can, at any moment, you can be having that freedom from not living that way. I don't hope I'm making sense to you. I hope you have a great day. You guys, I will see you tomorrow, okay? All right, take care. I'll be thinking of you.